Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you my updated Gem Knight deck profile for November 2012. I was actually able to get second place at my locals today with this deck. It's a really great build, very consistent, so I thought I'd just go through and show you guys what it's made of. First up, we have the 3 Garnet and 3 Gem Knight Tourmaline. Use these mostly with the Rescue Rabbit. He's very important in this build. Makes for easy Exceed summon with this, or even if you have the fusion in your hand, an instant fusion summon. So you have those guys pretty much for you. I run 3 Gem Knight Obsidian. Pretty much with him, when he is sent from your hand to the graveyard, you can target one level 4 or lower normal in your graveyard and special summon it, so it just adds to the extra plus. I also run 3 Gem Knight Sardonyx. This card was just released in the dual terminal. I like him because he is an 1800 attack point monster. He's a heavy hitter, but he is just recently released in the new dual terminal, so if you don't have these available, Gem Knight Amber works just as good. Just a little bit weaker, but I still recommend to run at least 3 Geminis. I also run 2 Gem Armadillos. He's pretty much just for search, and he has 1700 attack. When he's summoned, add 1 Gem Knight monster from your deck to your hand. And I also run 2 Gem Turtles. He is mostly for the search of the fusion card, Gem Knight Fusion. When he's flipped, he has a flip effect. Add 1 Gem Knight Fusion from your deck to your hand. And I also run 3 Thunder Dragons. This just helps with more fusion summoning. Send 1 from your hand to the graveyard, search for 2 more. And it also helps to thin out the deck. That's it for the monsters. We'll move on to spells. The most important card of the deck, Gem Knight Fusion. This works with summoning Gem Knight Fusion monster from your extra deck. And what I love about this card is when it's in your grave, you can banish 1 Gem Knight monster from your grave to get it back to your hand. So it adds for constant looping. I also run 2 MST, 1 enemy controller, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Reborn, and 1 Heavy. And as for traps, just 2 Bottomless, 2 Compulse, 2 Starlight, because you do get a lot of Gem Knights out on the field. At one time, you want to be able to protect them. And 2 Mere Force and a Solemn Judgment. And that's it for the main deck. We will now move on to the extra deck. One of my favorite cards of the deck, Gem Knight Prismora. He is so easy to get out with this deck with the Thunder Dragons. And his effect is you can send 1 Gem Knight card from your hand to the graveyard, target 1 face-up card on the field, and destroy it. You can pretty much get back the fusion you used to summon him to your hand just by banishing a Gem Knight and use that, and then get it back again by banishing the second one possibly if you did use a Gem Knight along with it. So it just adds for pretty good protection with him. I also run 2 Citrines. He's pretty much for attacking your opponent and not worrying about them flipping anything like Mere Force or Deep Prison on you, because they can't activate cards or when he attacks until the end of the damage step. So I run 2 of him. I also run 1 Gem Knight Ruby and 1 Gem Knight Topaz, just in case, for options. Another card that just came out of the dual terminal, Zirconia. He is your heavy hitter, and all he needs is 1 Gem Knight and 1 Rock Monster, so you can use him to fuse with Turtle and Armadillo. And that's all the fusion monsters I run. As for Exceeds, I run 1 Big Eye. He is amazing in this deck. If I can get 2 cards on the field, if I get Prismora and let's say Citrine, I'll attempt to activate Prismora's effect. And they Veiler, so just go into Big Eye, and instead of destroying their monster, I take their monster. So he's very good. I also run 1 Pearl, 1 Fairy King, 1 Maestro, 1 Utopia, 1 Papal Operative, and 1 Stardust Dragon. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the build. I'm having a lot of fun with the deck. I'm testing it out a lot on DN, so if you guys want to play against me, just message me on there, and I'm sure we can make a game out of it. And that's it for the deck profile. Please like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.